Shift Change podcast with the trail Spanky Foster. Okay, we're going to call this part two of Shift Change conversation. Man, when I came back to Mississippi, I had it rough than a motherfucker, man. I'm for real because it was like, what's he doing back in town? You know, Eh, how d- how can I describe it? Um, so said it's like the people wanted me, but they didn't want me. People didn't know if they were supposed to, I guess, be disappointed in me for coming back to Mississippi. Oh, well, you was on the radio, and now that you're back, what happened, man? You got on that stuff, or what? I mean, you know how people talk. I mean, how do I describe it? Here I am wanting to do good in the community, but uh, I'm getting negative responses. I go into a convenience store. This is when I first came back to Mississippi, moved back to Mississippi. I would go into a convenience store, and people in front of me, like would get served on, like would buy their product, and cashier would be, "Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. How you doing? All right." Or "Good morning." You know how cashiers give gestures. Good morning. How you doing? Good morning. How you doing? That'll be, then get to me, and it happened on a number of occasions. When it get to me, I sit my beer up on the counter, and that'll be 4.50. No eye contact, no how you doing, no. But when I was living in Nashville and working on the property, I would be making trips back and forth. I was uh at the spot, and young lady who I knew from the shift change area, she told me, she was like, boy, Mr. Spanky Foster. Everybody, everybody's talking about you, and everybody's talking about what you're doing. I didn't, like I was like, oh, okay. Like I didn't take it either way. But after moving back to Mississippi, it was like, wow, like what is the atmosphere? What is like I'm just picking up on this vibe. You know, I mean, everything's cool now. Everything's done calmed down. I guess once people saw that, hey, I'm back in town. I'm not, like posing no threat. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm just leasing property and just sitting back chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like doing my thing. And so everybody, I guess kind of like chill. But I had to just tell one a young lady one night, um I just told her, I said, hey, look, I said, I don't know what the conversation is. I said, I don't know you, but like I'm a nice guy. Just check my record. Like, hey, I'm a nice guy. You know, it was just bananas. And then it is what it is. And people travel along. Like 30. You know what I'm saying? Like this side of town, they see what be going on. It was I want to say New Year's Day, uh 20 uh well, I'll just say, like, it was my first year being back. I hadn't been back in Mississippi but a couple of months. Long story short, man, like, hey, I'm parked at shift change, and I don't know, I'm not going to get into the conversation of what the police was there for. But I'm sitting at shift change. It's New Year's Day. Like, this is my place. Like, I own the property. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was in between tenants, and so, like, hey, I'm just parked. You know what I'm saying? Like in front of the location. Man, cops whoop up one, then eight. I counted a total of 8 cop cars. And they really wasn't talking about nothing, man. It was a cold day, you know what I'm saying? Like, but hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit. I said, man, look, I said, y'all gonna take me to jail or what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I spread them, on top of the Lincoln, spread my hands up on top of the Lincoln. Like, y'all gonna take me to jail. Wait, hey, like, well, they patted me down, no, but I'm like, what's all this, man? Like all these police cars. I'm trying to better the community, and for the conversation that y'all want to talk to me about all of these police cars. Well, you was in Nashville and now you back in Mississippi. What you doing back? Actually, none of your business, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And they had it was like the younger deputies that was up talking to me, and the older deputies, old deputy, way back in the back, like with the last police car, uh, he's narrating the conversation. Ask him what he's ask him this guy, ask him about his something about my property, like this side of the street. Do you own that side of the street? And I told the younger cop, I said, tell dude, like that ain't got nothing to do with this conversation, you know. And so yeah, I was met with a lot of resistance when I came back for whatever reason, like I never been the type of person to think that I was better than anybody else, but cats that I ran with my whole life wouldn't, turned on me, you know, and they're only, and some family too, and they're only real, well, the guy that one of the friends that I had been with for so many years, his only complaint was, "Oh, you think you better than everybody," and that's it. It only take one person to say, "Oh, you think you bad," before. Well, that's the reason. No, but you know, it is what it is. Like when I first got in the game, flipping real estate and stuff. Like running the nightclub. Like, hey, I was told, look, get ready to for all your friends to turn against you. A lot of your friends turned against you. You know, it is what it is. But let's talk about shift change, man. Shift change to me beautiful. It's kind of like shift change is what let's take Holly Springs for an example. Like I was DJing one night in the area of the alley, and an incident happened, and the police came in, and it was on their walkie talkies, and all you could hear was uh rack and snack. We're at rack and like what however they call it, 1051 rack and snack. We're at rack and snack, such and such incident. We're securing the area, like it was rack and snack. And I was like, rack and snack, what is long story short, it was like rack and snack was the former name of a location in that area. And even though that business did not exist anymore, even though that pool hall didn't exist anymore, the emergencies, all of the police, E911, emergency 911, and all that stuff on the radio, they still called it rack and snack. Okay, same way with shift change. Yeah, I mean, like police come to shift change. Like police come to my location, they get on the CB. 1051. We got to make shift change. Shift. Same thing with the fire department. There was a false alarm in the area, and they came up in front of my property, and the guy goes back to the fire engine. Such and such, such. You know what I'm saying? Like shift change. You know, we're at shift change, and there's no fire. Same way with the tow truck driver. And I'm talking about the diversity of the knowledge of the area that these are old white people. I had a car towed away. The guy from the Chevrolet place or Shivers, or I mean whatever, I'm not trying to endorse anybody, but well-known tow truck company. I just gave him the straight up address to the place, and like such and such, Highway 30 East Oxford, and pulled over. He said, "Oh, well, I'm over here at the this gas station on 30," and I tell him, I said, "Well, my address is," and he was like, "Wait a minute, uh, I see a car like you're describing. You're talking about shift change?" Yeah, I know where shift change is. Yeah, yeah, I'm coming right over. Like it's a well-known area. So that's the idea. You see what I'm saying? No matter, like even though I rebuilt on the property, called it Pleasure Place, like hey, the 50 police, everybody, like it's still, what I'm saying, like hey, shift change, but shift change, beautiful area from my coming up. It was where you could travel, like I could be on the radio in Holly Springs as soon as I hit Oxford, you know what I'm saying? Like I knew I was at home when I went past shift change and I seen all the brothers hanging out, you know what I'm saying? I give this story, man with the plan got arrested. So he was friends with one of my distantly related relatives, Melvin McJunkins, back in the day. I guess like the 60s to 70s. Melvin worked at a store downtown Holly Springs. Anyway, him and Man with the Plan were cool, and so Melvin, being from Oxford, he was telling he had Man with the Plan to drive him to Oxford, and so on the way down here to Oxford, Man with the Plan said he was nervous. He's like, "Man, I'm passing all of these, you know, country homes and out here in the middle of nowhere. You going through Waterford, going through Abbeville. I ain't seeing nothing but, like, man with the plan say he getting nervous, you know what I'm saying? Man with the plan, like, where my pistol at? I'm just saying, And he said Melvin kept on calming him down, telling him, "No, man, take it easy, man. Everything cool, man, with the plan. Just wait till you get as soon as we get to Oxford and go out 30, man, you'll be relaxed." And the plan said he got out 30. He didn't say shift change, but he said he got out 30 and he said he saw where it's at, where the brothers at. You know. Shift change is a beautiful place. Uh my coming up, man, you wash your car. And this is you wash your car at the you wash your car up there at the three-way area, man. And then this is before the roundabouts. The roundabouts got the shit messed up, man. Man, you go wash your car at the three-way area, get you a cold beer, man. Get on the 30. Now this is like I said, this is before the roundabouts. Man, you can see what your car could do. Shit, you got the duals in the back, man. Let them motherfuckers scream. You know what I'm saying? Okay, leave the three-way area, cross over that bridge, man, where it starts to narrow back down to the two lane. Man, you cruising, man. Shit, next thing you know, man, like you look out the window, man, you know what I'm saying? Like look to your left, man, see the crowd at shift change, man. Like, and for years and years and years, as long as I can remember, you look out at shift change, man. See brothers standing out, sitting on top of cars, the car trunk popped, jamming some zapping Roger, you know what I'm saying? Like, or whatever era, you know what I'm saying? Like, in my era, brothers were bumping some player fly, you know what I'm saying? Like, and brothers that standing, man, with beer on top of beer on top of beer, beers all on top of cars, you know. Uh, when I bought the property, I'm getting my water hooked up, and it was like a 90-year-old white lady. She's dead now, God rest her soul. But she was like doing the paperwork, for the water association when I was getting my water hooked up, and I was giving her my address, and she was like, "Well, can you describe the place to me?" because just I mean, if it's a new build, and I described where she was like across the street from the big gas. She was like, "Oh, you're talking about where the cars would park." Yeah, I'm just saying the reputation of the area, you know, where the brothers would be. Okay, like I say, shift change. What can I say, man? Uh, a beautiful place. But man, yeah, man, you come down through here, bill on top of bill on top of bill. But hey, I can't go no further without mentioning people like the 30 Jammers. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey. But let me tell you this, and this what really what set it off with my attraction for the area. I've always been fascinated with radio. So I'm a little kid listening to the radio. I guess I was probably about 8 or 9, maybe. Maybe younger than that. I think I was younger than that. Listening to back in the day, it was Magic 101 out of Memphis. Like Friday and Saturday nights, these guys from Oxford were on the radio rapping. They had their record, and the radio station was playing it. Uh, can I mention their name? I mentioned their name. No, I'm not going to mention their name. But y'all know who I'm talking about. Man, they were rapping about Highway 30, riding down 30, getting pulled over by the law and stuff like. And I'm hearing this on the radio, being played along with who was cool at the time, along with NWA and Easy E and DJ Quick and what 3 6 Mafia had going on back in the day. I'm hearing guys rapping about Highway 30 in Oxford, Mississippi on the radio. Okay, I'm a kid. I get on the school bus. I grew up out 30. You know what I'm saying? Like it was at Etta, but my address was Highway 30, so I'm repping 30. You know what I'm saying? I get on the school bus. It go past my house, my mama house, right on Highway 30. Okay, get on the school bus. I'm going to the county school. County school located uptown. Man, we get almost to Oxford, and those same guys that I heard on the radio, they would play like an NWA record, and then they would play these guys from Oxford. Those same guys, I would see them out at shift change, especially in the afternoons, hustling, doing their thing. I'm talking about, man, like these brothers had, man, like antique cars, man. I remember, man, like a Cutlass, man, like with a rag top, man. Then, man, like back in that time, man, like the new Lexuses was to go, man. And being a kid, that like inspired me to like, man, if those guys that I see every day at shift change get on the radio in Memphis and rap about real shit going on in the hood, they were rapping about real shit going on in the hood. Man, like think about, man, like back in the day, man, like hey, shift change beautiful area, you know what I'm saying? Like to me. But think about, man, like back in the day, man, like police raids. You come down 30, man, like I come down 30, man, like I see my homeboys, man. This is no joke. I mean, like it's just sad to think about, man, like, and that's what inspired me to change shit, right? I come down Highway 30, look over at Shift Change, see my homeboys, man, stressed out on cars, man. Police, man, patting them down. I'm not gonna say the police was wrong, but just the situation, man. You know, everybody out there, man, like having a good time and whatever, and then like, whoop whoop. That's why I had to come back to Mississippi, man. Because like even after I bought the place, the tenants that I was attracting was attracting crowds, man. I'd ride past my place after I bought the place. I'd ride past shift change, man. Like, and just cars stacked on top of cars, man. Just and I tried to work with the tenants. I told them I was like, hey, it's in the lease. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't have crowds like this. I tried. You know, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't let my property go down. I'm trying to help people out. But yeah, shift change, a beautiful place, man. Hey, if you have any stories you want to share about the shift change area, hey, y'all know where to find me. Uh, it's so interesting. I know, but do you know why do they call shift change shift change? Very interesting story, like some Black history type stuff. You know? But it's like this. Hey, you go past the place, you see me outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, throw me some power. Blow the horn. Shoot. So a lot of times I be out there like a little kid. You know what I'm saying? Like with the making the 18 wheelers blow. That's the thing about you could tell I was raised on the highway, man, because that's what we would do when we were kids, man. My cousins, man, come over, man. Brian, Moochie, Risa, all let's get out there. Truck, truck come by, start doing this, pumping your fist, like a truck blowing. Mug go, stop, stop. Yeah, we're gonna close out this one, and we're gonna come back with part three of shift change, man, and it's gonna be an interesting one. Gotta stay tuned. Tell people about the Shift Change podcast. Spanky Foster Shift Change podcast. If you got anything going on, you want to be a part of it, you want to be a guest, hey, you know where to find me. You know what I'm saying? My telephone number 615-218-0112. You find us on Facebook under the real name. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But we're gonna come back uh with a part three to this. And man, it's gonna be interesting. Shift Change Podcast. I'm the Trail Spanky Foster.